Squamous cell carcinoma, throat cancer. That's what we're going to talk about today because that's what I recently found out that I had. Quite a scary thing to find out, really. So this, just to catch you up on what happened. This past winter, my throat was itching, bothering me a little bit. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, and I'll tell you why, because last winter, the same thing came up. I only burn firewood in the wintertime. The home gets a little smoky, so I assumed it's itchy throat from, the smoke and the dust from burning the firewood, and let it go at that. But this year, I ended up getting a knot in my neck. So, again, thinking it was the same as last year, except maybe just a little worse, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it until a little later on when it wasn't going away and I could tell the lump was getting worse, it was being sore. I said, I got to go check this out. So I did. And the findings after, doing a few tests and thinking maybe it was strep throat, going through some treatment for that to pre-try, I guess, to test ahead of time. So we did that, and then I had to go in for the biopsy. Went in for a biopsy, got the biopsy back, found out it was cancer, and then, of course, there wasn't enough biopsy at that time to test for the HPV virus. So they wanted to test for the HPV virus. There's 3 ways you can get the cancer. One is through smoking, one is through excessive drinking, alcohol, and the third is through the HPV virus, which there's multiple ways you can catch that virus. The worst of the cancers, of the 3 to get rid of, I guess, are the smoking and the drinking. So your best options, if you end up getting this cancer, would be to have gotten it through that HPV virus. So they want to find out where it came from, what caused it. So through the next biopsy, I went and had that tested. They tested for that, the HPV virus. I tested positive. So that was a plus in the world of cancer to have gotten it from the HPV virus. So from there, it goes on to, basically the stage I'm at now. Then they do a PET scan after that, which is, they did a CAT scan after the biopsy. There's a CAT scan on the neck and the head area to see where all it is and how bad it is and what stage, that kind of thing. So then after that, had that done. And then after that, they set me up for a PET scan to make sure that there was no other cancers from here down through the torso. So that was next. Did that just recently and found out some more good news in the world of cancer, which was that after having that done, I didn't have any other cancers. Everything else looked good. So the only thing I had was here. This stage that it's at is between 1 and 2, so it wasn't too bad. So evidently I caught it early enough, although it seemed like forever to me that I, waited. So one of the other good things that came from that is, the options. The only option, there's no surgery to do. I'm not a candidate for whatever reason. They said if there's, wasn't a candidate for any kind of surgery. So it had to be chemo and radiation. And I found out after going through that next scan and test that I didn't have to have the chemo done, that it would only be the radiation, which is, again, another good thing in a world of bad news. So all in all, that's where I'm at now, waiting for my next scheduling, which will be for another scan, basically a fitting for a mask that'll be on me when I'm getting the radiation. So that's kind of the up and up. That's where things are going. That's where I'm at right now. But you know, I thought while I'm on my way, I might as well just go ahead and document it and let folks know where it's at, where I'm at. If you have any questions, ask. If I can answer them, I will. You know, I'm finding everything out as I go. Don't know a whole lot about it, yeah, other than the few things I've been involved with so far. But again, I'll answer any questions if I can, and I hope to kind of just keep everybody in the loop as to what it's like, what I'm going through, and you know, because I looked around online to see, because when you find out you have something, you obviously want to know everything about it. So that was one of the things I did, was started looking online, you know, and looking for other people that had went through it. And there was some out there, and you know, some of it good, some of it not so good. So I wanted to share my journey, and hopefully it'll at least be information for those of you that may need it. So, all the best, much love and respect. I will see everybody in the next one.